Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life. But I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. I lied on my DoorDash driver, and when he got fired, he showed up to my house threatening me. Hey, Mike, so I did something a while back that people keep telling me was wrong. It sounds like you just might be wrong. But honestly, I don't see why it's still a big deal. I'm a 33-year-old woman, and a few months ago, I ordered DoorDash when I was broke. I think your priorities might just be a little bit out of order. I ate the food, yeah, but then I filed a report saying it never came so I could get a refund. Like this video if you think she's foul as shit. I was struggling. It's not like I'm some criminal. Last time I checked, that's considered theft, which is a crime. I don't know if you know that or not. Anyways, apparently the driver, this 45-year-old man, got kicked off the app because of it. Now he keeps showing up to my house, yelling about how I ruined his life and I took food out of his kid's mouth. Stay alert, stay alive. First off, that's not my fault. Yes it is. DoorDash is a billion-dollar company. If he lost his job over one report, that's on him. Maybe he should have gotten a real job instead of driving around delivering fries all day. He's out making money while you sit at home and steal food. That's the square root of nasty work, and I'm definitely not here for it. But now I'm the one who's scared because he keeps popping up and threatening me, and I'm starting to think I might have to call the police. What's your address? No. It's for market research purposes and whatnot, I promise. Like, I get that he's mad, but coming to my house? Come on now, that's crazy. Nah, that's not crazy. That's called consequences. I'm not about to risk my safety over some Chick-fil-A. Mike, am I wrong for not feeling that bad about it? Or is he just being dramatic? I read the email like 3 or 4 times, and I was scouring through every word, every sentence to see if I could find a trace of accountability from you, and none was found. What are you talking about? You're trying to humiliate him saying he's a 45-year-old man who shouldn't be driving around delivering fries all day, but you're the one who can't even afford the food. At least he out there hustling, trying to make money to provide for his kids, and you done turned around and got him kicked off the app, so now he can't even do that. And you think he the victim. I mean, you think you're the victim, and he's the one that should be in trouble. What are you talking about? He keep popping up to your crib. One day you're going to pop up outside to run some errands, and he going to run you over with the wheel. You're going to have the tire marks all across your chest because you was playing with this man's finances. What your boy say? One thing I don't play about is my money. What Big Worm told Smokey? Yeah, you bugging out. Why would you do that? Here's the reality of it. Your friends was telling you was wrong, and you was saying, I don't see a big deal about it. You 33 years old. You way too old to be acting like that. You need to contact DoorDash, say, hey, listen, I made a mistake. The food did come. Even if you don't want to get in trouble, say, you know what? I made a mistake. I ordered the food. I didn't think it came. Come to find out, my nephew had already took it and ate it. He thought it was his. I apologize. The guy definitely delivered it. You have to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, if you really want to be accountable, just say, yo, you know what? I was broke. I did something I shouldn't have done. I feel bad for it. The man delivered the food. He should be allowed back on the app. But then you know what's going to happen, I think? They're going to ask, I don't know if they could do that. I'm wondering if they're going to be like, well, how do you know he got kicked off the app? They're going to be like, oh, he been threatening me at the crib. Then you might really get him jammed up. So this is what you might need to do. Okay, boom, I just thought about it. Here we go, boom, let's start all over. You hit DoorDash back. Hey, I made a mistake. I just found out now, because I don't know how long ago this was. The food that I said didn't get delivered, it actually did. My nephew ate it. I don't want the driver to have like a bad rating. I don't know how y'all system works or how, what happens, but I do apologize. My nephew told me he got it. He thought it was his and he ate it. So it was a mistake on my end. And I just didn't want the driver to get in trouble. So I'm calling back to make things right because I found out the truth. My nephew told me. And they might be like, oh, wow, we kicked homie cuz off the app because we thought he was bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back in contact with him. Let him get back to delivery. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you right now. You playing with your safety. Because I don't know how often you come in and out the house. You might be stepping out one day on the sundown. It's dark outside and he might be poo shiestied up in the weeds and go do some Netflix documentary type work to you because you was playing around. He got kids. You don't play with a man's money. That's the one thing you don't do because men do not play about their money. They cherish their money. You see people get clapped up, all kind of crazy stuff, all about that green dollar. So that's my advice to you. Get in touch with DoorDash. Tell them it was an honest mistake. One of your family members ate it on accident. You just found out. You don't want to mess up the driver's rating or whatnot. And let them, I mean, you can't make them put dude back on the app, but that's the best you could do. And then maybe if you see dude again, you be like, hey, listen, I made the call. I apologize, through the window, just slide it back a little bit. Hey, you out there? Yeah, I made the call, check in with that. That's all you could do. That's my advice to you. But honestly, seriously, in the meantime, stay alert. Definitely stay alive. I told my best friend it was okay to park in my building's lot and her car got towed and now she wants me to pay half. Hey Mike, so me and my so-called best friend are falling out over something completely ridiculous. That's usually how women are, but let's hear the rest. She came over one night and needed somewhere to park and I told her she could use one of the open spots in my building's lot. Nobody owns it and people park there all the time. Nah, somebody definitely owns it. I didn't think it'd be a big deal. Well, the next morning her car is gone, it got towed. Now that's strange. Why in the world would they ever tow her car for being in an unauthorized spot? They charged her almost $400 between the tow and the storage fee. Now she's blowing up my phone telling everybody it's my fault. Nah, it's 100% your fault. And saying I need to pay half because I'm the one who told her to park there. That's more than reasonable if you ask me, because I'd have made you fork over the whole $400. Like, girl, it's your car. You parked it. I don't control the tow company. Like this video if you think she's a piece of shit. She's acting like I set her up or something. You definitely did. Crying about how she wouldn't have parked there if it wasn't for me. Meanwhile, she's out here with a new wig and nails done, but somehow can't pay her own car bill? Nah. I told her straight up, if you could afford to go out every weekend, you could afford to get your car out the impound. Nah, that's nasty work, and I hope she lays hands on you. Now she's saying I'm a fake friend and she's done with me. Mike, am I wrong for standing my ground? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Or is she just mad because she ran out of people to use? I hope your friends see you and smack fire out your face talking that crazy. I wish I would go over one of my boys' crib and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm looking for a park. He'd be like, nah. See that little empty spot over there? Yeah, just park right there. Don't nobody, you good, bro. Don't even worry about it. We go in there, get lit a little bit. I'm like, I can't drive home tonight, bro. I'm bent. Yeah, crash on the couch. I wake up, the whip is towed. You're like, I don't know what to tell you. It usually be okay. Nah, your friend better than me because I wouldn't even have been saying I want half. I'd have been like, nah, run the whole thing. You told me to park there. Joint got towed. Run me the chicken fry, running your mouth. Not playing with you at all. 400 bills because of somewhere you told me to park? Nah, we not doing that. You're wilding out. And the fact that your friend is telling everybody like, yo, because she trying to prevent them from it happening to them. Going over your crib, yeah, don't go over Lisa's house and park in a spot. Your joint will get towed. She'll tell you it's okay and everything. Nah, bruh. You owe her the whole entire 400. Because it ain't like you told her, hey, listen, I don't know about that spot. I see people parking there. You may or may not get towed. I don't know if you're going to be here for a little bit of time. Maybe you could park there. We can hear the tow truck if it comes, but I'm not telling you what to do. Then it wouldn't be on you because that means she was warned and then she took it upon herself to do it anyways. The fact that you said, yeah, you can park there. Nobody owns it. Everybody parks there. That's guest parking. You hit her with the, yeah, that's guest parking. She's like, cool, wake up to the whip being gone? Nah, run me my money. I'm telling you right now, if this is my friend and it happens to me, and he's saying he's not paying me anything, even if he said, all right, look, I'll give you 200. Is that cool? I'm still being like, nah, I want the whole 4. But 200, whatever, I'm still going, the relationship is fractured after that, even if he gave me half. But if he say he's not giving me nothing, oh, you're going to pay way more than $400 when I get done vandalizing your whip. Because I'm going to do something to you that makes you come out of your pocket more than what you'd had to pay me if you just did what you were supposed to do. Because you're losing a friendship right now. I'm going to be quite honest. You asked me for my advice, meaning you might kind of be considering like apologizing and realizing you're wrong because everybody done told you you're wrong and you still being like, I don't see what the big deal is. I do. Told your friend to park there, got her joint towed. So my advice to you will be to contact your friend, reimburse her the whole 400, apologize, and say, you know what? In the beginning, I didn't see it the way you saw it. Now I'm realizing, okay, this is on me, and I don't feel right not giving you the money because I did that. Even if you don't got the 400 right away, but like, is it cool if I give you like 100 a week or something? Because I don't got the whole 4 to give you right now. And I'm sure she'll be like, okay, I appreciate that. Because she already paid the money, already got the whip out, so the money's gone. You reimbursing her 100 at a time is better than her not getting nothing. So I'm sure she'll be okay with that. But you're going to risk losing a friendship, and you said that's your best friend. Clearly, you're not her best friend if you're acting like that. She might be your best friend, but you ain't her best friend. The way you doing stuff, that ain't cool, man. So that's my advice to you. Run her the money back, apologize, and try to fix that relationship and take some accountability. In the meantime, you know what it is. Stay alert, stay alive. Being a side chick was okay until I got pregnant, and now my son wants to know who his dad is. Hey, Mike, I've been sitting on this secret for a long time, and I don't know what to do anymore. Nah, you've been sitting on more than a secret, baby girl. That's why you're in this predicament now. I was the side chick to a married man for years. What's your Instagram? Nah. It's for market research purposes and whatnot. Lifestyle was good. Money, gifts, trips. And I didn't ask too many questions because I knew my place. I thought I could handle it. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. Then I got pregnant. Nah, that's nasty work, and I'm definitely not here for it. He wanted me to handle it quietly, but I kept the baby and never said a word to his wife. Stay alert, stay alive. And you do that by not coming to his wife as a woman. My son's 6 now, and he's starting to ask questions like who his dad is and why he's never around. Alexa, play Papa Was a Rolling Stone by the Temptations. And why other kids have their fathers who pick them up from school and he doesn't. And I don't have the answers. His father still takes care of us financially, more than most men would, honestly. But my son deserves more than money. Well, you should have thought about that when you decided to keep the kid after he told you to go lay down on the table. He deserves to know his dad. The problem is that will blow everything up. His wife, his family, his whole life. And he should have thought about it as well when he decided to dump the whole clip in your club. So what do I do, Mike? Do I protect my secret and keep things the way they are? Or do I tell the truth or risk it all? I gotta keep it a buck with you. It sounds like you're putting the well-being of the man over the well-being of your son. Because your son needs to know who his dad is. You're like, but if I tell him, it's gonna blow everything up. Nah, you still gonna get support because the law is gonna make you get that. You know what I'm saying? Your thing with him might be over. His wife might leave him. All that could happen. But none of that trumps the fact that you have a child with this man, a boy at that, who needs his father. He knew what he was doing when he shot the club up. You know what I'm saying? Went in there with the fully loaded semi, click, let off the whole clip in your joint, got you knocked, then told you, nah, go ahead and handle that. You was like, Doug, kept it. So not only did you know that he didn't want that, which is cool, your body, your choice. You kept the seed, and now you're like, well, I'm trying to protect him. Well, if you was trying to protect him, you'd have went down to the Planned Parenthood when he told you to, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? You'd have got it done then. But instead, you decided, no, I'm gonna keep my son, this boy, this child, and I'll deal with it later. Now it's later. Because now he's like, yo, where my dad at? He's 6, mad inquisitive. Wanna know, yo, where Pops at? He trying to throw the football in the yard. He trying to learn how to ride a bike. All that. You out there struggling in flip-flops, you know what I'm saying? Got your nails done, your wig and your weave all styled up, you know what I'm saying? You can't be out there playing with that little boy. He like, nah, I want my dad. You like, oh, if I tell, it's gonna blow everything up. And I'm not even gonna kind of give you there's like sneaky advice I could give you. I could be like, yo, tell homie he need to start, spending time with his son or whatever without letting the wife know. You could tell him that and he could be trying to like dip back and forth like they used to do back in the day, have a whole nother family on the other side of town that nobody found out about until the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Pops passed away. It's like, yo, shorty over there with the youth look just like us. Yeah, guess what? Half sisters, half brothers. You know what I'm saying? You could do it like that, or should I say he could do it like that. You know what I'm saying? But in no scenario do you go to the wife. Because you're as complicit as he is. You knew he was married, you was okay with it, traveling, trips, whatever he was doing, you know what I'm saying? You was cool with it like that. Y'all got a little carried away, you got pregnant. He say, yeah, go ahead, you know it ain't like that. You know what type of time I'm on, I got a family. You know what I'm saying? Go get rid of that. You was like, cool, and didn't. And then I don't even know what conversation y'all had once he found out you wasn't getting rid of it. Because you're leaving that out of the story. I know he was vexed about that. But then you say, yo, he's taking care of the kid financially more than most men would. Cool, he got the bread to do it. He clearly got the bread because he had a whole nother joint outside of his wife. Dating in 2025 is super expensive. So he can have a whole family and then another joint on the side. Yeah, he got the bread, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm starting to think is, maybe it ain't your son that wants his dad that much. Maybe it's you that wants the dad to be in the picture with the son. You want the family life that he give it to his wife. You know what I'm saying? But let's just, that's all, you know what I'm saying? That's all circumstantial. I don't know that. Let's just base it off of what you actually said. Your son's asking questions. I would go to his father, explain the situation, and say, yo, you handle this the best way possible, but you need to be in our son's life from here on out. If that requires you telling your wife what happened, asking for forgiveness or whatever, cool. Like, I know that you kind of don't expect him to leave his wife to be with you, but you're saying you just want him to be in your son's life. I ain't saying it's the right thing, but he can still do that without telling his wife what's going on. I ain't saying that's the right thing. That's wrong, clearly. But he ain't already done the wrong. The wrong is already done. So if he's trying to protect both sides of it, that would be the advice I would give you to give to him. But nonetheless, don't go to the wife. You go to the husband, explain it, let him make the decision. Then if he's not being active, then maybe you make a scene. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my advice to you. In the meantime, baby girl, stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know what advice you would have gave to them. And who knows? Maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.